All right, man. I know it's been a while since I've been live. I know it's been a while since I've done this or whatever. But we have to talk about this because and by the way, thank y'all for joining and watching this. If you guys are watching this after the fact as well. With that being said, I'm sure you guys can probably hear a little bit in the background as well with the press conferences going on, the post conference or whatever they do after the pay per views. But boy, am I freaking disappointed. I'm gonna try not to cuss at least in the first 10 minutes, but it'll probably come out because I'm not gonna I'm gonna admit I'm a little bit drunk right now, a little bit drunk right now, with good reason because I'm sitting down watching the Royal Rumble. I get off of work, so I get here, like little halfway through the Rumble match. Although I was watching it at work, the pay per view at work, I didn't get the first half of the match, so I do have to go back and watch the Royal Rumble match. So please forgive me. I did see that I Show Speed showed up, which I am gonna probably um, rant about that as well. That's probably going to be a part of my rant with this whole thing. But I mean, this was a huge fumble, a huge fumble. I really don't understand how you have John Cena, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, all these guys, CM Punk. Look, say what you want about CM Punk. Even I say what I want about CM Punk. He would have been a better choice than Jay Uso. Let's be for real, man. Seriously, let's be for real. We're gonna go with Jay Uso main eventing WrestleMania. The one guy that they've been trying, and I'm not gonna say they've been shutting down their throats because he does get a good reception. He's got a lot of fans, got a pretty good fan base, rightfully so. But this whole Yeet thing has gone blown way out of proportion, and we just saw it here tonight. And I've been saying it for weeks ever since he's been trying to cut these promos when he was going up against Gunther. So let me get this straight. Just 7 days ago, we watched Jey Uso go one on one with Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday Night's Main Event. And then a week later, tonight, he wins the Royal Rumble when he can't even beat Gunther. What is the point? Like, man, I try and throw Triple H a bone every now and then here and there recently, at least ever since the SummerSlam days, right? Like during the summer last year, it's been going a little bit downhill. Not very downhill where it's like concerning. It's WWE. They're always going to be on top. They're always going to be number one. They're always going to have a place for television and a place to have their shows. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying WWE's hit a new low or anything like that. I feel like this whole pandering and professional wrestling to the wrong kind of fans that don't really understand wrestling, and we just saw it here tonight. And I love Triple H, man. Triple H has done a fantastic job. But man, this was a bad idea. Horrible idea. I did not see this coming because I thought for sure Triple H would have at least some common sense when it comes to this kind of decision making for WrestleMania. But we should have saw this coming when they started making every pay per view, or when they started announcing that damn near every pay per view is going to eventually go to 2 nights. Another terrible idea. But here we are in 2025, and we're talking about Jay Uso winning the Royal Rumble out of all these guys you had in the match. You got to be kidding me. Now, I was there to defend Charlotte Flair earlier, who right now is she's at the press conference or the post conference thing they're doing right now, getting interviewed that I'm watching here on TV. But I was on Twitter defending people, defending Charlotte Flair. I was on Instagram defending Charlotte Flair and her win earlier because if you guys want to go back to the 2016 and 2015 and 2014 days, and everybody kept saying, "Oh, Cena wins, LOL, Cena wins." Who else was going to win? Who else were we really? They didn't build anybody else up. That was the reason why. I was there to defend the whole decision of having Charlotte Flair win the Women's Royal Rumble earlier. I can't defend this. Cena should have won if it came down to those two. I thought for sure Cena wasn't going to win until it came down to literally him, Logan Paul, and um, Jay. But I'm like, bruh. And Cena's my goat, man. Cena's my goat. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. And to see this happen the way it did, bro, it's nasty work, man. It's nasty work. You had Cena come back for this. Now, again, like I said, I was not expecting Cena to even come close to winning this match because they keep advertising him for Elimination Chamber. So I just automatically assume he's going to be in an Elimination Chamber match to determine the number one contender for one of the world titles. But then it came down to him, Logan Paul, and Jey Uso, and I said, "Oh, damn, it's gonna be Cena. Let's do it. Let's do it then. If we're gonna go all the way, we gonna hey, put the foot on the gas pedal. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go all the way." But then it came down to him and Jey Uso, and something told me, man, something told me exactly this was gonna happen. That they were gonna have Jey Uso actually win this whole damn thing. I did not think Triple H was actually gonna do this, man. I really didn't. I mean, to sit here and think that Jey Uso, a guy who can barely cut a promo without saying yeet every 5 seconds, to boring one-on-one matches. I mean, we're not even what 2 years removed from when he and Jimmy had that flop at Mania. Oh man. And then you got guys like this, elite rockers. I don't care what y'all say. This was the greatest Royal Rumble match in WWE history. Really. Talking about this on peak in ultimate cinema. Let me tell y'all something, man. No Royal Rumble match still has yet to top the Royal Rumble. What was it? 2004, the one going into WrestleMania 20. That actually had storylines play into the match. More than one storyline play into the match and play into the outcome. Now you had random dudes eliminating random people. When have we ever seen this happen? Other than the CM Punk and CM Punk eliminating Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, are we actually building to anything else from this match? Yeah, we had a couple stare downs like we do every year, which leads to nothing. I mean, if you want my God honest opinion, Drew McIntyre should have won this damn match. Or Seth Rollins should have won this damn match. If you really wanted to go a route like this, because where does this lead back to, guys? It ain't gonna be no damn. How are we gonna believe Jey Uso can challenge Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship if he can't even beat Gunther? And then if you go back to the road where I'm pretty sure it leads back to, which is Gunther and Jey Uso at Mania. What the actual fuck? What are we doing here, man? Then you go to the Cody Rhodes and KO match earlier, where it seems like it should have been a perfect time for Randy Orton to come back out of nowhere. No pun intended. And if you didn't have Randy Orton come back, why was Sami Zayn there when he literally played no part in that match? He was just there for support, literally. Like it seemed like he didn't have any fucking involvement in that match. We didn't get KO coming out to help Sami Zayn in a Rumble, unless I missed that because again, I didn't miss the first half of the. But I from what I saw, I didn't see that. But yeah, here we are, man. 2025, and you got Jay Uso, the guy that can't cut a promo, the guy that can't really put on an exciting one-on-one match. Triple H, you proved your point, man. You proved your point. Jay Uso can be he can be a star on his own. Put him back in a tag team, please. The joke is over. The joke is over, man. And these motherfuckers still talking about this shit, man. Here we go. Let's see what is Jay Uso gonna say. Is he gonna be able to at least put two sentences together without saying yeet? Well, nope, he can't. First thing it says, yeet. And don't get it twisted, y'all. I'm not a Jay Uso hater. What I am is being realistic when it comes to professional wrestling, and kind of again, we have to be somewhat realistic when it comes to this shit. Meaning, bruh, Jay Uso eliminating John Cena in the Royal Rumble, Jay Uso outlasting all these other guys in the Royal Rumble and winning. Jay Uso, who 7 days ago couldn't win a world title match. And correct me if I'm wrong, hasn't he? Didn't he get a title shot against Damian Priest when he was champion and lost? Didn't he get a title shot against Roman Reigns when he was champion and lost multiple times? Gosh, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. This is almost worse than Kofi Mania because at least I was behind Kofi Mania, and I kept telling everybody. I say this all the time. I kept telling everybody during that time. What about after Kofi wins the WWE Championship? What about after he beats Daniel Bryan and wins the title? What comes after that? Because he's going to be WWE champion, the number one champion in the company, the top guy. Um, I don't think Kofi Kingston would last that long as the top guy. I mean, let's just be realistic. It was one of the more boring runs that we've seen in a long time. This one is going to be no different. And hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully Jay Uso can prove me wrong. But this was not the right decision. It wasn't. Not even close. Well, actually, it was a little bit close because if you would have had Cena win, then we would have been rejoicing. It would have made sense. It's his last year. It's Cena, and he's looking to break the record. But now we're sitting here talking about Jay Uso going to Mania, main event in Mania, doing something that he doing something he couldn't do 7 days ago, that he already had a shot at doing 7 days ago. And the fact that he got a shot 7 days ago, he didn't even necessarily need to win the Royal Rumble to even get another shot, if we want to be honest. If we really want to be honest, he did not even need to win the Royal Rumble to even get another shot at the world title. I'm sitting here watching this press conference of him right now. I get that he's excited, so I don't want to harp on him too much, but he can barely talk, bro. But even when he's not like this, and you put a mic in his hands, and he's standing in front of Gunther of all people, and he still can't cut a good promo, a believable promo, without the crowd saying yeet after everything, and then when they do give him some time to talk, he still can't cut a good promo. Okay, all right, Corn, let's stay off the mic skills. Okay, let's get to the in ring work. Great worker, great wrestler. When it's when he's a part of a tag team, But in his one-on-one matches, when's the last time we had a really good, other than him and I'll give it credit where credit's due, him and Roman have had some really good one-on-one matches. Other than him and Roman, what one-on-one matches have you seen Jey Uso have where you're like, man, I want to see that again? That was so awesome. That was such a great match. Tell me. I'll wait. I'll wait. Banks X. Shout out to Banks X. Thank you for commenting and thank you for tuning in. But you're wrong. If you're saying that Jey Uso can beat Gunther, no, he can't. Sorry, he can't. And he's already had 7 days ago. He couldn't. Now we're supposed to believe that he can. 6 months ago, when he wanted to face, maybe it might have been longer than 6 months ago, but you know what I mean. Last year, when Damian Priest was world champion, I'm pretty sure Jey Uso had a title shot against him too. Couldn't do it then. The 2 or 3 times he faced Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns was champion. Couldn't do it then. But now all of a sudden we're supposed to believe just because what? He can say yeet every 5 seconds and get the crowd and throwing up their hands and cool. Again, I'm not hating on him. That's great. He can do that. I'm sure when I see it live, it's awesome. Because even seeing it on TV, it's awesome. But at the end of the day, he's not a world champion. Not even close. This is another Kofi Mania, and not in a good way. And I know I may sound like a hater, but I'm just being honest, man. This is Kofi Mania all over again. And it's not going to be good. Because at least Kofi Mania was organic and it was somewhat exciting, but that also it was a road that led to nowhere. It was a road that led to a very forgettable Kofi Kingston world title run. That honestly shouldn't have even happened. If we want to be real. And again, I'm excited for the person, Jey Uso. Cool, of course. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? But if we're talking about actual wrestling logic, if we're talking about actual story and history, and if we're definitely talking about what have you done for me lately, what has Jey Uso done? Every time he gets a big shot at anything, he loses. And now we're supposed to believe that he can go up against Gunther again. I pray to God Gunther beats his ass at Mania, and Gunther walks out still champion. Please, let's just go ahead and pray to God right now that Gunther walks out still world heavyweight champion at WrestleMania after this match. But also, God, I also want to pray that Jey Uso doesn't even think about going anywhere near Cody Rhodes in that WWE Championship. Amen. Because that's exactly what I'm thinking right now. This very second after watching this pay-per-view. Again, not the biggest fan of CM Punk winning this match or even going anywhere near a world title. Bigger fan of that than Jey Uso. Because at least CM Punk can go in the mic and he can still he's kind of slow in the ring now, but as long as the crowd like it, I guess it's cool. But at least CM Punk would be a better option than Jey Uso. Drew McIntyre was going to be my option to win the whole thing. That didn't end up happening. Now it's like, okay, Cena, maybe. But they made the wrong decision tonight. When it comes to the Women's Royal Rumble, say what you want, but I mean, who else would you? I mean, I'm still waiting for anybody to tell me who you would have win that Women's Royal Rumble that actually deserve to win a Women's Royal Rumble and go on to face the Women's World Champion. I mean, again, they have a lot of work to do when it comes to the women's division, only because you added 2 more meaningless titles to the women's division that's going to get lost in the shuffle, already has got lost in the shuffle. By the way, Chelsea Green has already lost twice since becoming the United States Women's Champion 3 weeks ago. You already had your champion lose twice. There's so many problems with the women's division. It's not even funny. So we're not even gonna go there with the women's Royal Rumble match. Charlotte won. She should have won. Still waiting for somebody to tell me somebody else that would have had actually win the match. You had Nikki Bella in this match for fuck's sake. Are we really still taking the women's Royal Rumble that serious? Just saying. But yeah, I just want to get on here rant about this whole go on my little drunk rant about this Royal Rumble match because it was absolutely horrible. I don't know why every year we have these high expectations, and I'm including myself. That's why I say we. So I'm not just shitting on everybody else. But all right, my boy Cena is right here, getting an interview right now for this post conference. Um, I bet he's pissed, bro. Like IRL pissed. Because why, man? Like we've seen Jay Uso on the mic. We've seen him in these matches. It's not good. And y'all let this dude literally quote unquote yeet himself into a world title match at Mania. Y'all let this dude literally yeet himself to a Royal Rumble victory. Triple H has got to stop looking at TikTok. He's got to stop looking on Twitter and shit because these fucking quote unquote yeeter people, man, like they've taken it too far, bro. They've taken this joke way too far, and now he's literally joked. They've literally joked this guy into a world title match, and now you got Gunther having to put his. I'm not gonna say. I mean, I'm pretty sure people aren't gonna respect Gunther less for losing the title, but I will say this: it's gonna put a huge mark on this dude's career losing a world title match at Mania to Jay fucking Uso. And it's an even bigger slap in the face to even have him anywhere near Cody Rhodes. So I really hope they don't entertain that idea too long. Because I think that is a huge slap in the face to Cody Rhodes, a huge slap in the face to the company, and a huge slap in the face to us real fans. Not the people that just want to yell yeet all the time every time this dude talks. Because when you actually sit there and let the dude talk, he can't. When you sit there and actually let the dude wrestle, he can't. Not one on one. It's not an exciting match. Not an exciting champion. Sorry, not sorry. But anyways, man, let me know what you guys think. I just want to get that all off my chest about the this Royal Rumble match. Very uneventful. Low expectations per usual, as we should. But this year we were told, oh, so many rumors, so many people, so many. Even Stephanie McMahon was like, so many surprises. What surprise are we talking about? Trish Stratus, Nikki Bella, Jordan Grace. You already. By the way, somebody tried to go at me on Instagram when I said that Jordan Grace actually looks like a woman for once. So yeah, she did. I mean, she actually looked like a somewhat of a female tonight in the Royal match. So shout out to Jordan Grace. She's back. Oh, not back, but she's in WWE now. Of course, we already knew that was coming. Um, she tried to say the other day that she she said it was like her mom's birthday or some shit. It's like we already know what we already know the excuses. Yeah, they always have to have some kind of cover. We know you're gonna be at the Rumble. Stop it. Stop it. But yeah, I mean, look, the women's Royal Rumble was the women's Royal Rumble. It was what it was. It wasn't great. It wasn't completely terrible. Um, I would have fucked around and trolled everybody and had Nia Jax win the whole damn thing. But yeah, man, just let me know what you guys think in the comments. About what you guys thought about the pay per view, about this Royal Rumble match, about this horrible, horrible fucking decision that Triple H made with having Jay Uso. You know what, man? Before I get off here, I'm gonna say something that's real. I don't know if it may be that disrespectful to Jey Uso, but I would rather have Logan Paul win the Royal Rumble match than Jey Uso win it. Because at least Logan Paul, one, can draw heat. And I mean, again, one's a babyface, one's not. Yeah, I get it. But one can draw a better reaction out of people and is actually good on the mic. Jey Uso, again, can't hold himself on the mic. Logan Paul has a little bit lower expectations, and he exceeds those expectations rather than Jey Uso. Every single time he steps in the ring for a singles match, he has had all these high expectations, and he gets nowhere near meeting him. So, again, that's my reasoning for saying Logan Paul over Jey Uso at this point. But anyways, man, let me know what you guys think. Hit that like, that subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy Corn, and I am O-U-T.
Thank you, brother. Man, I love you, brother. I appreciate it, bro. So all you niggas, whites and browns, jeans, tacuaches. See, I'm Mexican. I can say what's up, nigga. ¿Qué pasa, güey? ¿Qué pasa, vato? You said shit.